Hey everyone, it's Mark again at Cow Harbor Kayaking. I wanted to share with you something that was really cool. I was over at my buddy Dave's place in North Port Rod and Rio over here in New York, and someone came in and they had showed me a couple of these sand eel type artificials that are really just unbelievable. I wanted to give a close-up to show the just the beauty of how these lures are made. These are handmade out of Cape Cod, and let me show you a close-up of one right here. Look at this. This is going to be great for when the hatch comes. Look at the colors on that. I mean, you can see it's a little speckled, beautiful eyes. It almost dares you to take a look at a bite. Hello. I dare you to take a bite. Look at me. Feel the fishy. Feel the fishy. Take a bite. You imagine that thing slipping through the water? It's really cool. There's two colors. I mean, they're made out of Cape Cod by this fellow by the name of Bill Hurley. If you want to go on his website, it's codandstripedbasslures.com, and he really does some great stuff. They've got another thing here I caught my eye. It's called a striper magnet. This one is a sand eel color, and it's I believe it's 7 inches long. This one right here is it's a dark shade on the top with a white shade on the bottom, and if you look at it, it really resembles a baby American eel. I'm going to be using these over by the outflow at the power plant, but you know, you never know if the water's hot anymore. And be using these over by the Crab Meadow area, either in the back creek or up on the Nessaquag River. But I'm real excited to get into these. I've not used these for the season yet, and we're into early spring now, about first week in April 2009. So I'm going to get out there, and hopefully I'll have some good news for you and tell you how this went. But anyway, when the hatch comes, you know, late April, we've got May and June, this is really going to be what you're looking for. Look at that tail. That's a beautiful tail. It's going to give some great action, that ribbon. It's a curled U shape, so you know, you don't want to trim it. It ruins the action. This is 7 inches, so you could just see this thing skimming through. The beautiful action through the water, you know. The hook comes out the top. It's just going to be like working beautifully. Look at that. Bounce it off the bottom. Let it sit there a little bit. How you want to use these lures, it's almost like the same way that you would with bucktailing. Try to figure out the current. This here is a half ounce. We've got a 3/4 ounce, and then this jig head came with the American eels. It's a 5/8 ounce, and how I'm gonna work this, I don't really want to bump this off the bottom. Sometimes what I might do, depending on the tide, is I'll bring it down, let it hover. I don't want to be bouncing it like, you know, off a jig. I'll be working this almost on the bottom. I'm trying to get it to hover. So if I feel it just touch the bottom a lot, you want to switch to a lighter weight. These really want to be hovering almost in the 3 to 6 inch off the bottom range. Kind of get it in the current, moving it, give it a little jig, you know, a little jig, bring it up, bring it like this, and the whole time you're really keeping this eel, looks like it's caught in the current. Bring it upstream, it looks like it's in the current, and you're getting a lot of action on that tail. I mean, that tail is just moving around, and that's like striped bass candy. And that's what caught my eye really on this this striper magnet. If you look at the tail, It's something I like myself is that it's a skinny tail, but with this little end, you're really going to get a lot of action on this. So if you can imagine this jelly sitting, you working this just in the current, you know. I mean, and when you look at the colors, especially that eye, look at that eye. This eye is just so telltale to the striped bass. He sees it, you get that predatory instinct, he thinks he's being sized up, he hits him. Nice fat meal. Look at the colors on that. That really is beautiful artificial. It has it right on the top, see? Take a look, my friends. Hurley. Bill Hurley's name. Some good stuff. Guys knows what he's doing. Let's see some action. Alright, everybody. Have a great night. And remember, don't litter up the beach. And if you're out on your kayak swimming, don't leave any beer bottles. Don't drink. Bring plenty of water. Don't dump off your garbage in the water. That's no good. Good fishing. Look at that. It looks like a crazy school, right? Just want to bite it myself. Take it easy, friends.